Wow. That's the word that keeps coming to my mind is wow. First, I would like to thank everyone for coming out today. This is a really beautiful crowd of people. And I asked God last night and today, I said, Lord, just don't let me cry, please. And I want to give a special thank you to Joy Brett Revis for spearheading this event, as well as everyone else who's helped in this special endeavor. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Matthew Scarborough. I'm the grandson of Joe and Dot Moorfield, great-grandson of Turner and Mabel Brewer. My mom and uncle are here today. Sharon Moorfield Scarborough is back there in the back. Steve Moorfield, he's back there next to her. If you say a name from this church, at any given time, I'm probably related to them somehow. I'm starting to feel a little like Forrest Gump. I've been everywhere, connected somehow or some way. I finally counted the people I'm related to, and I counted 24. There's a lot of history here. It was my grandmother's 90th birthday party in July of 2014 when I talked to Lorena Brown and found out the condition of the church and that an agreement had been made with the North Carolina yearly meeting to get the church back off the ground one last time. I began working on social media to help promote the church, but about a year later, Lorena passed away. And with it being down to about 5 people in attendance, they finally decided to close the doors for good. It had been a very tiring journey those last few years. The people were just tired and worn out. I have found in life that you don't realize what a good thing you have until it's gone. Well, this was and is the case with this beloved church. But I do agree with Keith that this is something that will live in our hearts. This is something that is permanently etched. So let's not forget that. As time unfolded and rumors of the church being sold emerged, I began to wonder, is all of this work, all these great men and women of God did over the years, had it been in vain? But as I look over this congregation today, I can thoroughly see this is not the case. We must remember the great things God has done through this church over the years, through each one of us, the ones who's here and the ones who have gone before. Nothing has been in vain. There were so many seeds planted over the years, and today we see a beautiful bouquet of God's work. Such a flood of emotions, I think, for everyone. I preached my first public sermon here in this very spot 9 years ago. Multiple funerals, multiple weddings, and the Christmas events. Such a beautiful legacy to be remembered. All the ministers and ministries that were birthed out of this church. Cherish those memories. Never forget the good things. For me, this was always a refuge. No matter what I was going through, I came back here. Even when I wasn't coming here, I would drive here and park in the parking lot and sit there for about an hour and just pray. That's how sacred this place is. So with all of that being said, there's no greater job than that of pastor. Whether we're referring to the first pastor of Spring Garden, Eli Reese, or Frederick Carter, or even the supply pastors over the years, including my grandfather, Joe Moorfield, it can be said that there has been a very rich history of pastors who have led this church and poured into this church in ways no one could even imagine. Jeremiah 3:15 says, I will give you pastors according to my heart, who will feed you with knowledge and understanding. We have some of those people here today And we honor each of you and your work for this church, and more importantly, your work for Christ over the years. Pastor Billy Britt served here from 1962 to 1975 and saw Spring Garden at its peak. Pastor Archie Creed, who could not be here today, but his wife Esther is here, served from 1995 to 2006 and saw Spring Garden into the 21st century. Pastor Linda Green served from 1981 to 1984 as associate pastor alongside Myron Leonard. She is here. Okay. I would like to thank each of you for your hard work over the years. For myself personally, I would especially like to thank Ben Hurley, Archie Creed, and Alan Bullard, who each served as my pastor. And each one always took time with me. Whether it was Ben showing me his guitar as a little boy, Archie trying to explain to me about shaving after I read something about not shaving in the Bible, or Alan Bullard taking me with him on visitation to various places to talk and pray with people who couldn't get out anymore. I am motivated, inspired, and touched by the roles these pastors have played in my life. So no, none of your work has been in vain. Some of the fruit of your labors are here in this very church today. If you would, let's all stand and honor all the pastors and the ones here today, the ones who couldn't be here, and the ones who've gone before us. Let's all stand and give a strong hand clap of praise to the Lord for these wonderful men and women of God. Amen.